For us, total cycle time is key. And total cycle time is just simply the amount of time it takes to come up with a concept of a design it, and get the product out to the customer. So anything that we can do to reduce that total cycle time improves productivity, decreases cost. So I've been in Cypress for 13 years, and storage has always been a problem in this company. For our design organization, it has always been a problem. And we've addressed it sort of piecemeal over the years, and we've had various different ways to address it, like to buy the odd appliance here or there, or come up with some file server here and there, and just add things whenever we kind of needed them. But recently, there's been sort of an explosion of data, as we're talking about, and our designs are getting bigger, and the requirements from our customers are getting stronger. So we need lots more things there are a lot more things to worry about. The designs are much more complicated. And so in design work, it's complicated and it's time consuming. Those are two very, very bad things, right? You need them to be as uncomplicated and as simple to get out. So one of the problems that we had, my CEO came to me and said, listen, Alan, storage is slowing things down. So we had a product that was late to market, and one of the reasons was storage was a bottleneck. So he said, fix the problem. So we looked at a variety of different things, and prior to my getting involved in this particular project, we had actually gone for an open source solution. It was a distributed file system, and it looked like the right product, and it passed all of our testing, and we deployed it, and it worked well for about 6 months until we really loaded it, and we got to what's called the tape-out phase of our design cycle. And that's basically the end, where all the different parts of a particular design come together, and they go out to form what you send up to the plant, to the manufacturing facility. That's the critical time for design for us. And it basically melted down. We had a terrible problem, and we had to struggle to solve it. So that's what got our CEO exposure, and that's what got him talking to me to solve it. So we went back, we looked at what the problems were, and we better defined the issues. And we realized the shortcomings of the open source solution that we'd used, and we knew what we needed to do. So we looked at what was available in the market, and we found IBM's Elastic Storage. And so we did research on it, and we called IBM and said, listen, you've got something interesting here, we'd like to take a look. We put a proof of concept together, I think in 10 days. We had sales engineers on site, we had the software, and we started working with it. And what we found was remarkable. We tested it very rigorously, and this is on the exact same hardware that we had used for our previously not successful attempt at a storage solution. We had 8.5 to 13x performance improvements on the exact same hardware. And those numbers were eyebrow-raising numbers, right? So we presented this, and we got a lot of skepticism internally. And so we went back and we ran the same tests again, and we got 8.5 to 13x performance improvement. And we did it 3 times, and we got the same numbers. And so we were convinced that we had something that was very, very interesting. And what we've done since is we have rolled it out on the exact same hardware that we had before. We have so much more flexibility now. We are running way better. Our designs are not being bottlenecked at storage. We're reducing total cycle time, and my CEO is no longer bothering me about storage, so that's always a good thing. When our CEO stops asking questions, that means he's satisfied with the answer. So we're very, very happy with it. It's been great for us.